وبركاته. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان اللعين الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين أبي القاسم محمد وعلى آل بيته الطيبين الطاهرين. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وعجل فرجهم عن أعدائهم أجمعين. قال الله تعالى في محكم كتابه الكريم: أعوذ بالله من الشيطان اللعين الرجيم. يا بني آدم خذوا زينتكم عند كل مسجد وكلوا واشربوا ولا تسرفوا إنه لا يحب المسرفين. In this verse, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talks about a very important concept that we need to pay attention to. It touches upon a few things, but there's only one thing that concerns me, or at least us, that we want to talk about tonight, is the masajid, the mosques, the places that we're in. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talks about a concept that is within the human being himself, within his innate, within his nature. That every human being is born with the fact that he loves beauty. He loves things that are beautiful, and he loves to obtain things which are beautiful, or things that makes it beautiful. Therefore, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is instructing us. He says, when it comes to the masajid, you need to take care of yourself. You need to look your best. When it comes to beauty, you have to make yourself very presentable for many reasons, which we will talk about inshallah tonight. However, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, خُذُوا زِينَتُكُمْ عِنْدَ كُلِّ مَسْجِدٍ. What do we mean by masjid? Is it this place, the mosque, or is it the entire earth? Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He said, wherever you go, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you could worship Him. There's not a specific place that you need to worship Allah. And the Prophet said, جُعْلَتْ لِيَ الْأَرْضُ مَسْجِدًا وَطَهُورًا. So wherever the Prophet goes, it becomes his masjid. So we could understand from this verse, Allah is talking about two things. The masajid, one is mutlaq al-ard, wherever you go is a masjid. And then there are specific masajid, which is the places that we're in now. When it comes to the masjid that we're in now, we have to come to it. We have to come differently, not the same way we attend other places. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that He gives an order, says, Ya bani Adam. So the call is not to the Muslims only, but it is to every human being. Because it is within the human being's nature that they love beautiful things and they love to beautify themselves. So Allah calls the entire humanity by saying, Ya bani Adam, rather than saying, Ya ayyuhal muslimun, or Ya ayyuhal nas, or things within these forms. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when it comes to the masjid, He wants me and you to beautify ourselves in two ways. From within, when it comes to our akhlaq, and from the outside when it comes to our clothes and our appearances. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala also says in the Quran that there are a few things He made zina as well, amongst which Allah says, Al-malu wal-banun zinatul hayat al-dunya. So one, when he needs to come to the masjid, he needs to bring these two things with him, al-mal wal-banun. The ulama said when it comes to the mal, you need to bring your money with you to the masjid. In case there are poor people, you could help. In case the masjid itself needs money, you give charity for the masjid. So you bring money with you, it's a form of beauty. The second, that you bring your kids with you when it comes to the masjid, because they're considered to be zina, so they can be educated themselves. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, when it comes to the masjid, bring your zina with you, including your money and your kids, so that they are included. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, when it comes to yourselves, the way you look on the outside, because the masjid is the place of God. You need to be very presentable. You need to look nice. Because what happens is, this is the place of God, people come to worship God. Now if I come, and I've just eaten onions and garlic, and I had a very heavy iftar, and I come to this masjid, the person next to me, if he sits and he smells all my odor, next time he says, this masjid I will not come to. I will go somewhere else, because this person is available. I can't do it. I remember when I was a child, when we were in Rafah, there was a specific person, may God forgive him, he had a very strong odor. That I hated to go to the masjid because of this person. So this is what happens. You try and you push away the people from coming to the masjid. Therefore Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, when it comes to the masjid you have to look your best. So your clothes have to be the best. Your perfume has to be the best. Unfortunately we are doing the opposite. We come to the masjid with shorts, or we come to the masjid with, jeans that are cuts and stuff like that, which goes against the orders of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Now, I don't want to insult anyone who's sitting here, but one needs to take extra care when it comes to their clothes and how they look and how they represent themselves in the mosques, because it is the places of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So it is very important. Imam al-Hasan salamullah alayhi was narrated that he said, إِنَّ اللَّهَ جَمِيلٌ يُحِبُّ الْجَمَالِ فَأَتَجَمَّلُ لِرَبِّي. So because Allah is beautiful, He loves anything that's beautiful. Therefore we have to make ourselves looking beautiful for God. That's first. Then on the second level we have to make ourselves look good for the believers. Therefore I've seen in my travels to some countries, there are some mosques, they have at the front gate, before you come in, they have 3-4 types of perfumes. They have a mirror, they have combs, in case you want to fix yourself up, which is a good thing. Maybe I say you should do that, inshallah. So in case a person, maybe he's been invited, he had something to eat, maybe he could change, or even chewing gum. It's a good idea. So one needs to take care when it comes to the masajid, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He gave an order, خُذُوا دِينَتُكُمْ. It's فعل أمر. And the usuliyin, they said فعل الأمر يدل على الوجوب. Now we don't say it's compulsory, but at least it is in a form that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala requires a beauty to certain levels that we need to possess. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when He talks about beauty in the Quran, He talks about different levels. One, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talks about Himself being at the top when it comes to beauty. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the Quran, when He talks about His jalal or His kamal, He gives Himself all the attributes. Therefore the mu'mineen need to seek these attributes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala so they can reach that beauty, so they can get some of it. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala then He talks in the Quran about different things that He made beautiful. For example, Allah talks about the stars, how He made them beautiful for the skies. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talks about nature, how He made it beautiful for a human being. He talks about the animals and how He made them zina, and how they carry our things from one place to another. Then Allah even talks about the human being. He says, وَخَلَقْنَاهُ بِأَحْسَنِ تَقْوِيمٍ. That Allah said the best creation are the human beings when it comes to their creation and how beautiful they look. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala always talks about beauty when it comes to this. Therefore Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He concentrates mainly, He says, you see beauty around you, it's something that I want. Something that you need to put an effort, something that you need to do. Thus, we get to come to the conclusion that this masajid are the places of God. If we need to come, we need to wear our best clothes. And the hadith of the Al-Bayt, when they talk about this ayah, they give different reasons. For example, they say Zinatul Masajid is only for Jum'ah and Al-Eidain. But the ulama said this is just a concept. Or they said the Imam of the time is considered to be the Zina. Or they give different reasons. So it includes many things. But one needs to understand when coming here, you need to look at yourself before you come, look at your clothes, make sure you're intact, make sure you look your best. And then there is a notion that some people say, well, I might overdress and people might think of me, and this goes against the idea of zuhd, and I'm trying to be humble. According to the Al-Bayt, that does not actually exist. One person by the name, if I remember correctly, Abdul Jamal or something in that form. He came, or Abdul Basri, he came to Imam Sallallahu alayhi and he saw the Imam dressing very nicely. He said to him, how could someone like you, Ahlul Bayt, you talk about Zuhd, you talk about the afterlife and everything else, and you're dressing so nicely. The Imam said, he said to him, وَيْلَكَ قُلْ مَنْ حَرَّمَ زِينَةَ اللَّهِ الَّتِي أَحَلَّ لِعِبَادِهِ. Who forbid it? Allah says, no, look your best, look nice. If it is within your reach, then do it. It's not Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not want you to say, well, okay, be fearful of me, therefore wear dirty clothes, wear clothes that are that makes you look somehow in front of people weak or humble. It doesn't work. Even if you want to do piety comes through looking your best from outside and inside. So I leave it here, inshallah, that we should put that into practice, because it's a practical thing. Coming to the masjid looking our best is a practical thing rather than a theoretical thing. وآخر دعوانا أن الحمد